Hey, you guys, welcome to this week's discussion. I'm Stacy Johnson, and we are discussing Betsy Ross, how she became famous, and how the legend holds up today. Legend holds that a committee from the Continental Congress, along with George Washington, visits the home of Betsy Ross with a flag proposal. In this proposal, it details that the flag should hold 13 stripes and 13 straws across a blue field. It is said that Ross redesigns the flag and takes away one of the 6 points from the stars, creating a 5-point star, which was accepted by the Congress and is the flag that we all know and share today. What is not taught in schools and well known in modern times is that it's not until 1870 when the grandson, William Canby of Betsy Ross, is going to write a published document to the Pennsylvania Historic Society connecting his grandmother's flag to the original flag and creates the story of George Washington's visit to her home. There is no historical evidence that Betsy Ross was ever commissioned by George Washington to create the first flag, or that she ever sold the first flag, or made the crucial decision to turn the 6-point star into a 5-point star. What has been confirmed is that many women were commissioned to create flags between 1775 and 1780, long before the Betsy Ross myth was created. According to historian Scott Stevenson at the Museum of American Revolution, there were at least 80 different flags presented before the Betsy Ross flag, and none of the flags presented before 1870 had a perfect circle without a star in the middle. Check out these flags pictured here. Notice the flags assembled here. Most of them predate the 1870 flag that was supposedly created by Betsy Ross and reported to the Historical Society by her grandson. According to archival reports, Francis Hopkins was the original designer of the American flag. The American congressman from New Jersey was a patriot, lawyer, poet, and artist, and one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. It is important to remember that before 1870, there were many flags, and not one flag represented this country. It's not by chance that Betsy Ross becomes the credited person for the creation of the American flag, though there were many flags that existed before her flag was actually created in the image by Charles Weisberger in a painting just after he purchased her home. Now let's talk about how Betsy Ross becomes famous. I think if you take the purchase of her home from Charles Weisberger and mix that with the published document in 1870 by her son William Canby, you will uncover how the story made its way to our history books. Now let's wrap up this discussion by talking about how the Betsy Ross myth holds up in modern times. Well, let's just say it's kind of going unchecked. Though there's a plethora of information to prove or disprove that Betsy Ross ever created the flag or was commissioned to do so, somehow the story has continued to be told. Let me know what you guys think about this. Leave me some comments in the chat. And if you have any questions, leave those as well. Thanks.